Every 2 laps I complete on F1.23, my team changes. Comment below which car is your favourite, and let's get straight into it. And here we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. And I do, oh my lord, you can hear that V10 engine just powering its way through the corners. So I do manage to hold off Max Verstappen. I'm in this 1999 BAR livery from where they tried to run 2 separate liveries, but they weren't allowed by the FIA. There's a bit of contact into turn 4 between myself and Alonso, who actually might have got through. There's a bit of contact again, and Alonso does go through into the race lead. This setup is quite lagging on the straight. Verstappen going straight to the inside. Can't really defend that one. I mean, it's just a pretty cool looking car, isn't it? I mean, love it or hate it, it's certainly unique. I am quite a bit quicker, so I had to go into the back with a tiny bit there. So it just braked a lot earlier than I expected. So you now have to come up to the line to end our time in BAR. And we're now in a concept Koenigsegg car. But I do have to defend from Max Verstappen here, who's pulling to my outside into turn 4. But I do just about keep the Red Bull driver covered off. Just some of these cars look exceptional. I'll leave credit to every single mod I used in the description. Like that, here comes Max again. I tried to fight him, but I just can't after that poor exit. But I do brake a bit later, and I do just about squeeze myself back through. And now for the second time, I'm going to come up to the line, and I'm going to transition into a new team. And boom, we're now in the 2007 BMW Sauber. I think I will go for a move on Fernando Alonso. I pulled to the outside. I can't make the move. It goes slightly deep into the corner, but I can't quite stick my nose up the inside anywhere to make any moves. Again, another good looking car back from 2007, this one. Can never go wrong with a good old vintage car. And as we come to the end of lap 6, we transition into our new team. And boom, we're now in Spyker, which is the team that eventually turned into... Oh, it's turned into racing... No, it was Force India, then Racing Point, and now Aston Martin. But Max Verstappen will get me down the straight, and as he goes into second place... I was meant to transition there. And boom, we're now in a Toyota concept as we go completely straight on there. But this car, look at it. The black livery just looks so cool, if I'm being honest. It's just a really clean livery. So I go for it late on the brakes, but I make the move work. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to go for the move, but then I kind of just lifted off the brakes a bit and went for it. But Max does expect, like, as you'd expect, just blast back past. And now we transition into our new team. And boom, we are now in the Martini Williams. But I genuinely love these liveries, and I know a lot of people did too. The Martini Williams cars were just so nice. They just looked amazing. This time around, I should be close enough to go for a move on Max Verstappen, closing in with the DRS. I'm on the back of the Dutchman, but I'm going to sit back at turn 1. And here I go on the back of the Dutchman. And I'm going to go to the outside. There's a yellow flag. So I go to the outside. There's a bit of contact. So I thought I could turn in a bit more than I actually could. And it's Alex Albon out of the race. So I'm going to come in now, get a nice early undercut. And in the pit lane, we're going to transition to our new team just about now. So we're now in a Lotus with quite a slow stop there actually, 2.8. Isn't ideal, but this is, I'm not sure what car it's meant to be, but it's a Lotus from a few years ago. Just on my way out the pits to pull off an undercut. As the leaders are now in, I set a purple middle sector there, and I should hopefully come back out in the lead of the race. My teammate Liam Lawson is also in the pit lane, but we'll have to just wait and see as we transition into a Lamborghini. And as I emerge, I'm side by side with Fernando Alonso for the lead of the race, but I go around the outside and I do just about take the lead from Fernando. It was about 2 seconds the undercut there. As you can see, I've got a mostly green livery on this Lamborghini. Honestly, it's a really nice car. It's not quite what I would have expected when I downloaded the mod, but I like it. And thankfully I get DRS to be able to defend with, but Fernando is still on the back of me. He's going to go to the outside, but I'm going to let him through to get the DRS. We transition now into Caterham. So I'm going to try and go for a move on Fernando. The battle of the green teams. Possibly could have braked a bit later there. It is quite a nice livery, this one. I do like it. I mean, the green goes well with the yellow. It's like almost accidentally dive bomb Fernando, then make the move. So I'm now on the outside of him. And I genuinely think I've got that move done. And yes, I do, as Fernando goes deep into the corner. But as I was saying, the green on this car does look quite nice. And it goes well with the yellow. So I quite like this livery. Although I think when it was used, some didn't. We've got to go to our next team. And boom, we're now in this BMW livery that really does look quite nice, doesn't it? It is a pretty gorgeous livery. So I just will show the offboard for a bit. It does remind me of the Formula E livery. Oh, there's a massive pile-up, but don't worry, there's a red flag. There's a massive pile-up in that first sector, and the red flag's been deployed for that. I'm not sure what's happened, but we've got a red flag, so we actually end up skipping my final livery, which would have been the Red Bull 2018 testing livery. So here we go to the restart, and as we get to lights out, we transition now. Now we are back in the Cosmic Speed Racing livery, the one where this entire series started, and I've used for the first 15 episodes. But yeah, I was given these livery cards by ChatGPT, and I think I made the best I could out of it. So I'm going to come to the line, win the race, and take the championship. Thank you everyone for everything. It's been a brilliant series, and I'll see you soon.